Have you ever had the clap?
No.
No.
Are you sure?
Well,
Have you?
Not knowingly.
No, never.
Yeah, you have.
I bet you've had everything.
Twice.
Why would you assume I've had very few sexual partners. I've slept with maybe 2 people this week. Joking.
This morning.
Let's
Joking.
not go in.
Also.
I reckon I've slept with 2 people in my life.
Fuck off, mate.
One of them was my old PE teacher, Mr. Johnson.
And the other one was your sister.
Bit strong. She watches this pod. I told him I'd never tell him. But also, don't eat on a fucking podcast. We've been through this. Fucking stop eating on a podcast. So I do apologise for anyone listening, right? There was one podcast where we just all started eating sweets for the last half an hour, right? And it was the most horrendous listen.
It descended into chaos today.
Yeah.
And all you could hear is...
It was honestly, if you've got misophonia, it was horrendous.
Mr. what?
Misophonia.
Is that another teacher?
Yeah. She was fit, actually.
Is that when you lose your phone?
No, that's where that's where, like, any sounds like people eating and stuff goes right through you, like, to the point where it's torturous, serious.
Do you know what I've noticed with you?
He looks like Lee Westwood.
No. You often speak in similes.
What do you mean?
When you say, like this and like that and as that and like this.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is, so I'll explain what I'm doing. I'm highly intelligent, right?
Fucked. Top 2%?
Jesus Christ.
No, but so I feel like I have
Top
to...
1.5 now.
I have to, like, dumb things down for the regular folk. Like, that's
Are you calling
genuinely
our
how I
listeners
feel.
regular folk
No,
and dumb it
it's
down for
fucking
them?
you two.
I wouldn't stand for that.
No, I wouldn't stand to that.
But
Put a
so
complaint
you
into
often do analogies and stuff to just sort of explain what you're saying.
Like...
What did he say? I can't remember what he said to me yesterday. And he explained it. I went, I know what that means. What was it? Like inverted or something like that? Yeah, that was it. Yeah, he said something inverted. And he went, that's when it goes in. I went, I know.
A lot of people don't know what inverted is.
Ain't that what it points out?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. What are we here for today then?
Should we get into it?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
You pointed. I asked you if you could do it without pointing.
No, I didn't.
And you said,
I didn't
Did you
point.
actually
yeah,
say
I
that?
said yes.
No,
And
I
you went, ladies and gentlemen. First thing you did.
No, I didn't point.
did.
I moved my arm in the direction.
With your finger
I
out.
didn't point. I didn't. What do you want me to walk go like that? Like
Can
a
you do
wanking?
the intro without saying we're back? That's a challenge.
I just did it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Should we go again?
Let's try again. Take 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. See,
Here we are today in our natural habitat.
greatest intro ever.
We have to explain this to the viewers, right? So, Bullis really wanted to be the anchor on this episode. And
But you restricted me.
no,
You restricted
restricted
me.
his creativity.
You restricted me. I can't say we're back. I can't point. I can't be excited.
You're not very agile, are you? If that's the only thing you can't adapt.
you're not very agile. Brilliant.
What do you do to a fucking car wheel?
Fucking brilliant, mate. She's
Just
brilliant.
adapt your
How
way.
many of them you had?
This is my first one.
By the way, it's 10 in the morning.
It's not even 10.
What time is it?
9:15.
Christian's on the beers. Like, you can tell
He's
that we're shooting this episode still at Live because he's on the beers.
He's limbering up because he's got a bad neck.
Well, at Live, the cost is so. I mean, it's cheaper than we thought it was going to be because we was walking there going, it's probably about a tenner a pint.
Yeah.
It's £7.70 a pint. The pints are shit. They've got no head on them, and I'm not even sure they're actually pints.
So what his approach today is
pissed
paracetamol,
before.
ibuprofen, and beer.
And get pissed.
It's going to be a good day.
Get pissed before he goes. And you're restricting me in my intro. I can't say we're back. I can't
All
point.
right,
I
guys,
can't be
take
excited.
Right, guys, Bullis really wanted to be anchor, so let's
Come on, let's let them do it.
support him. Come on, let's go. Let's go
Hello.
into the real
I'll-
intro.
Hello and welcome to Season 4, Episode 2 of Golf Goals and Grapplers. And here we are, Chris, Christian, Adam, talking about the Premier League season of 2024-2025.
Mr.
And
Formal.
we will do our predictions for you, the viewers.
That's the best one you've ever done.
boring as fuck. It sounds like you.
I'm professional.
Great t-shirt, by the way.
Thank you very much.
As the anchor, what a
As the
t-shirt.
anchor.
What's it say?
Head of the table.
Nice.
Head of the table.
Roman Reigns.
Talking about t-shirts, are you going to introduce your promo t-shirt in this pod?
No,
Okay.
because it's football.
If they're watching it, they're already here as well.
If they're
aren't they?
watching it, they're always it.
What?
Good idea though. So we're going to live
Yeah.
as if you've watched the other episode. I don't know when this one's going out, but if you
This-
watch the
this'll
live
be out-
episodes,
this'll be out about 3
if
weeks
you watch
after
the live episodes, he's had a shirt made, a promotional shirt of our podcast, and he's going to wander around, live in front of 20,000 people today.
Because I care about this pod.
The only thing, it looks really good, but like I said yesterday, a QR code in the back so people could have scanned it while they're there.
Who's scanning your t-shirt though?
People
Really?
do. If you see a QR code, someone's scanning
I
that.
have been funny, mate. I
Telling
don't
you.
want people scanning my back.
Yeah, but people will like to scan it and go straight to the YouTube page, then actually type in Golf Goals Grapplers on YouTube.
I mean, I agree with that to a certain extent, although there's been a large study about this, which is, do you know the generation after us, the younger generation?
Yeah.
Research shows that they just don't engage with QR codes.
Really?
It's more our generation that get engaged with QR codes.
Ah,
So how the fuck are
interesting.
they accessing, like, content?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway,
If you know, let us know.
Yeah, let's get into the actual intro for this pod.
Go,
Yeah.
Bull, go, proper.
I've
Take
just
4.
done it 4 times.
Oh, was that one we're using? The
I
formal
don't
one.
fucking know.
Here we are.
Here we are. Anyway, we're back. Season 4, Episode 2, Golf Goals and Grapplers.
Said we're back.
Sorry, we've got to support him. We've got to support him
Hang
and
on,
let him do
this
his
ain't gonna
thing.
be, this ain't going to be Episode 2, is it?
No, it's going to be episode 3.
Fucking hell.
Let's try again.
This is all going in. Tick.
Yeah. This is the outtake.
And so if we ever have an argument, we're like, why ain't Chris being the anchor? This is
This
why.
is why. Because we're already
well, like being the anchor,
20
like being-
minutes into the pod and we haven't even done the intro
Yeah,
yet.
because you fucking restrained. It's
Right.
good. It's good pod, though, isn't it?
Free reign. Do what you want, mate. Go for it. You say what you want. Do what you want.
The Premier League season is here. Here we are. Christian, Bull, Chris. Predictions. Premier League table. But before we get into the table, I know what you're thinking. He's pointing.
No, I'm
But-
not thinking that. I'm thinking you're speaking in one-word sentences. Chris, Premier League, table. We're not teaching people words. This is just a podcast. Just talk
Didn't
normally.
he try and teach you inverted yesterday?
He did, yeah. He
I
obviously
was, I was talking
he dumbs
properly.
it down for us, mate. He
No,
dumbs
no,
it down
yeah,
for
yeah.
us.
Have you got
He's the
2 beers
intelligent
there,
one.
mate? Just in case you couldn't get all the way back to the fridge for your second.
I asked Bullis if I
Oh,
could
no,
have
he's got more. He's got 3 beers.
I asked Bullis if I could have a beer and he came back with 3.
Fucking hell.
Channeling is in a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He clearly wants me to.
Anyway,
have a
anyway. Right,
Go
before
on.
we get into our predictions
This is
and
chaotic.
table, before we get into our tables, what is the forfeit?
Yeah, good shout.
And clarify a dead heat situation
Yeah.
as well this
I
time.
think
Because
the
I-
dead heat situation is FPL.
No,
because we're
fuck
all
that
in
shit.
it.
No,
Yeah, but he
no.
can't be asked with it halfway through.
So that's his fault.
No, it's not my fault.
It will be if he's got a forfeit on the line.
So can you think of a better one?
Yeah, we both just do it.
No.
If two
There's got to
people
be
end
one.
on the same, if 2 people end on the same thing, like we did on the last one, where me and you wore Man United shirts as a forfeit, 2 people do it. It's fair.
Okay, so there's no dead heat situation.
All right, do a fucking quiz.
No, because I'm shit at that.
Yeah, you shit at that.
There you go then. You're shit at quizzes. I get bored of FPL. Then what?
Golf.
Which I'd beat him at, and I'd beat you at. So there you go.
Beat me at.
All right, golf then, yeah.
What we should do is one golf hole. Well, when we go for a round, we'll pick one golf hole on that course,
Yeah.
closest to the pin,
Sudden death golf hole.
sudden death golf hole.
We'll film it.
I
Yeah.
ain't losing, so it don't really matter.
Yeah, we'll do it on a whatever it is, a par 3, closest to the hole.
Okay, yeah.
Done.
So, clarification.
Yeah.
So, shit, I'm not the anchor.
Well,
You
actually,
go.
we haven't even clarified the forfeit. We clarified what the
Right,
sudden
so
death is.
yeah. So what does the loser do? We know the forfeit. We know the dead heat situation. Dead heat situation is 1 hole, sudden death, golf hole. There you go.
So, loser has to wear full kit with shin pads on the pod.
Okay, yeah, we're escalating up to full.
Right,
kit.
all right then.
Should we go
So-
Man City this time up rather than United? We've done United.
No, Everton.
Full kit wanker for Everton.
Yeah, or
Okay.
the ugliest football kit you can find. But the person that loses doesn't buy it.
I agree.
Who's buying it then?
The people,
The other two.
yeah, the other 2.
Where's the incentive to win? If you're going to end up down in money.
because you don't have to wear Everton full
Oh
kit.
yeah, fuck it, let's go.
So,
Okay, let's go.
The,
I'm happy with that.
the loser doesn't buy it, but it's got to be full kit wanker, shin pads, everything. If you
Are you
wear,
buying me some boots as well?
if you wear, if you
It's
wear,
got to be full kit.
100 quid boots from Sports Direct.
Copper Mundials.
and if you're a keeper, you got to wear gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm happy with that.
Let's go
Let's do
then.
it.
So what's today's pod?
Pod it is predictions for the Premier League table for the coming season 2024-2025.
I'm excited, but I'm not at the same time because obviously Liverpool fan season without Klopp, it's a little bit hard to get excited. But as soon as it's here, I know I'll be fully in.
Yeah.
I'll be fully immersed with it all.
I'm not in Premier League mode. I'm still in national mode coming out of a major tournament, so I don't really care. And I think we said this. I don't follow any of the transfer shite. So, like, I'll get to the first game of the season. I don't know who's gone where.
You're like, who's this?
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
Because I think, didn't I last season put Wilfred Zaha in my fucking FPL team? He was like, he's gone to Saudi. And I was like, oh, right. But, yeah, but like you say, once that first weekend of fixtures goes round, you're back
in
into
it.
club football,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Yeah.
But I agree with what Christine's
You
saying.
said we're back.
Yeah. I agree with what Christine's saying. Like, because Klopp's left, I'm still in mourning. Like, this Arnie Slot guy just does nothing for me, mate. So I'm not excited, although I'm off to Anfield to watch a football game in a couple of weeks' time. So
That might change it a little bit for you. You might get a bit more
Might get
excited
into
after that.
Yeah. So
Premier League tables then. So
we've
we'll go through.
predicted our... So those of you that wasn't listening in Series 1, we did this last season. We predicted our Premier League table at the start of the season. We then review it at the end of the season.
Yeah, so this was one of the very first episodes we did.
Yeah.
We've been going a year.
Yeah, we haven't... Yeah,
It's mad that we're going a year and we've had 3 seasons in that year.
Yeah.
We've whipped them out, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's almost like a full calendar.
No, don't watch that episode.
It's almost like a full calendar year that has 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Shocking.
You know?
Yeah,
I know,
yeah, true,
and
yeah.
what's interesting to say is when we initially started, it was a slow burner.
It was.
But, you know, we've started to get some significant views on our pod. So somebody's fucking watching, so thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, do appreciate
Cheers.
it.
Cheers,
Yeah.
guys.
And listening.
Keep watching, keep subscribing, subscribe, follow, click the notifications bell.
Like we always say, we would like to do this for a living at some point.
Yeah.
So
if you can share with your mates, that would be
Yeah.
ideal.
Spread the word. Put it
Yeah.
on
And
Instagram.
we'd
Spread
love
the
to
love.
get to the stage where people ring you up because you've got that many viewers and they're like, do you want to come play JCB?
yeah, I mean,
Or
that,
Yeah.
it's all selfish purposes.
do you want to do a scramble at Augusta? Yeah, all right. Yeah,
fine.
Yeah,
Oh, if I
yeah,
must.
yeah,
Are
exactly.
flights included?
Yeah.
No.
Do you want to do a hospitality day at a Liverpool Champions League match? Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, fine, yeah.
Do you want a 500 million sign-on bonus for Live Golf? Oh,
Yeah.
all right then.
Yeah,
Right, boys,
why?
how are we doing this then for the viewers and listeners? How are we doing it? Are we going one by one? Are we all doing our top
All
fours?
do top 4s, then
Okay.
do the middle, and then we'll all do our relegation.
You're going to have to whip the phone around because obviously
Yeah.
we're using it for content.
Yeah.
Go for it. You do your
Right,
top
I'll
4
start
first
then. So, let's have a look at this then, boys. So, I don't think there might be one in my top 4 that might surprise you a little bit, but it's pretty...
Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Man
Ipswich
United-
to win.
Man United.
You say that. So,
Bournemouth's more
oh
believable
my
than
God.
United.
So I've gone for pretty steady at the top. City
City to go 5
City
in a
to
row.
go 5 in a row.
Wow.
I just don't think anyone's at the level to challenge them. I think Arsenal are getting there, but I just can't see it sustaining.
Okay.
I don't think Liverpool will be there because of the changes to management. And in terms of transfer market, we're not looking like we're doing much activity.
Yeah.
But that is Liverpool style, isn't it? Suddenly someone will just appear and we'll spend like 60 million on someone. But I just don't think anyone's close to them yet. So I'm going to play it safe with City at the top. I've gone for Arsenal second.
Yeah.
I've gone for Liverpool third.
Okay.
And then I couldn't decide between 2 to go into the top 4, but I've gone with Man United to get in the top
fuck
4.
off.
Have you?
Just
Yeah.
end it there.
Big shout.
Don't need to continue. End it
Big
there.
shout.
I
Big
think
shout.
I think
Why?
they've obviously stuck with Ten Hag for a reason,
Because no one else would go.
but I think they started to play a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I think the emergence of Mainu, and I know I slated him last season, and I said I didn't see the hype around him, but
Did well at the Euros.
yeah, I can see it now.
The problem
Well,
he's
I admit
got
when
is
I'm wrong.
everyone around him.
He was
Yeah.
in my Euros team.
But
by
they've
the way.
got some
Gets
really
swallowed.
if they can get Rashford back playing to what he was like, they've got Bruno Fernandes in there. If they can bring, I don't know these new players they've got. This Xerxes and this Yeri Yoro, whatever his name is. but if they're good players, then that might shore up their team a little bit more. I just feel that if they're sticking with, if they change their manager, I wouldn't have put them in the top 4 because I think they need a bit of stability. And I think they're just riding it out and going through the motion. So, and I can't see any other team. What other team would you challenge in that top 4 at the minute?
Well, we're about to tell you.
Yeah. So that's my top 4 for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So City, Arsenal, Liverpool, United. Okay.
Right.
Bullies.
Bully boy.
My top 3 is the same, but my fourth team is Newcastle.
Okay. Interesting.
I can't see them pushing that
They've not sold any big stars.
yet.
Who do they need to sell?
Well, don't they need to sell to?
No, they've done it.
They've done it. They've got out
They've
this.
done it. They
Have
sold.
they?
They sold Elliot Anderson for 35 million.
Did they?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Which mug bought him?
Nottingham Forest.
Fucking hell, they buy some
Yeah.
random
Yeah.
players, don't they?
How was they not in
But
fucking
that's- well,
they were at
more
one point,
trouble?
weren't they?
Teams
Yeah.
teams did it, didn't they? Where you saw like Forest and Newcastle kind of pairing up and trading players, and then Chelsea and Villa did the same thing, and it was all a bit of a
So they don't need to sell anymore, Newcastle, then.
no.
Okay.
God, we should have snapped up Anthony
And,
Gordon,
and
mate.
they've got no European football, so if they keep players fit, which was their biggest problem last season,
But their depth isn't great, is it?
but they were only playing once a week.
I know, but
I still think not last. I think we proved it last season. We said that the season before where they got 4th was a bit of a one-season wonder. They
Yeah.
were performing above their level,
Yeah.
and they proved that last season. What did they finish last season? 7th,
6th
6th.
above Man United.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So for me, with no European football, they've got a good squad. They're probably going to add to that squad as well. They've got Sandro Tonali back from a suspension, so he's another player to add to that midfield depth. I just think they've got enough to finish 4th.
yeah, fair.
Okay.
You're entitled to your opinion, mate.
Is he?
Yeah,
All right, I didn't
it's
realise.
wrong, but you're entitled to it.
Yours is bold, mate. United in 4th is bold, mate. Fair play to you. Okay, so unfortunately, same top 3
Yeah.
in the same order:
Yeah.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool.
It's
I'm not going to labour
It's
that
hard
point.
to look past anything different.
No,
I think because if we look at those 3, I think they're leaps and bounds above the rest of the teams in the Premier League.
Yep.
There's a difference in there, a massive
Do
difference.
you know the only thing, thinking about it now, the only thing that I'd be tempted to change is Liverpool above Arsenal in 2nd.
It's possible, but I just think if we were going into the season with Klopp still, possibly momentum, but I don't think with a new manager, I think you've got that period, haven't you, where you've got to bed in. But yeah,
But
could see it.
Arsenal's depth up front, and they're selling Smith Rowe, and Ketty's going, and the squad players are going. I don't think their squad depth up front is as good as ours. That's what I'd say. But their midfield's better.
You ain't done your 4th one, mate.
yeah, no, but I remembered who I put.
Oh,
That's
right.
what I was passing it
What
back.
we're doing, playing hot potato.
Oh, smash, smash.
Yeah, they're in the Coke as well.
So I've put Spurs in 4th,
I was thinking Spurs.
Why though?
just because I think when I look at squad, it's Postecoglou's 2nd season. I just think that group of teams like Villa, Spurs, Newcastle United could be one of any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone gets on a bit of a late run, they'll finish 4th.
Yeah.
So I've just put Spurs in 4th for no particular reason.
Fair enough.
Didn't you do that with Chelsea last season?
Put Chelsea 2nd last season.
How did that set out?
Not well.
Not well.
No.
See, this is where, because if we go into the next thing,
We're doing 5th to 10th.
5th to 10th now.
10th.
So I've actually gone for Chelsea 5th.
We'll post these up, by the way, for those of you that are watching on YouTube.
Yeah, I've gone for Chelsea for 5th. And this is a bit of a weird one because obviously they started to play much better football towards
They
the end of the
did, yeah.
season. But then they got rid of Poch, didn't they? And that might have been a mistake because...
Who's the manager now at Chelsea?
Enzo Maresca.
Yeah.
Oh,
Enzo
From-
Maresca from Leicester.
Leicester, wasn't it? Yeah. So that might throw up a bit of a... But again, their team is class. And if it gels
What?
and it
I wouldn't say
clicks...
class.
What?
Their team is... They've
It's
got
very
some,
good with a lot of depth.
Yeah.
But it's not class.
Who's good?
Who's good?
Yeah.
They've got
Jackson.
Cole Palmer.
Cole
One.
Palmer's class,
Cole
mate.
Palmer's class.
One.
They've got some good players.
One.
No, but okay, class is probably a bit too strong, but like you said, they've got a good squad depth.
Decent.
Yeah, they've got good squad depth. I seen Mudryk shaved his head, by the way.
Has he?
He's got rid of that awful trim,
Yeah, Mo Salah as well.
and he looked
Salah
good
looks
the
like
other day.
different player.
a beast now, doesn't he?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he's players like that, like Mudryk, like he's got the qualities. He hasn't lit up the Premier League, but he's got the qualities. If he clicks into gear, that could be a quality
He's
player.
rapid, but technically very poor.
But that goes back to your point, though. He started playing well under Pochettino, And then they get rid of Pochettino, it's going to fall back again.
This is it. So it could potentially fall back. So that's why I say it's a bit of a risk still putting them fifth. But I just feel like there's going to be something there with Chelsea. They're too good not to continue to not get further and further up the table. So I've gone for Chelsea fifth. I've gone Spurs sixth. I've gone for Newcastle seventh. So I think they'll struggle again.
Who's sixth?
Spurs. I've then gone for Villa eighth.
Yeah.
Because I think they'll still be strong this year. I've gone for Palace ninth because they had a really strong end to the season. If Mateta continues
Palace.
to
I
form,
like Palace.
I mean they've lost
Elise.
haven't they? But if they keep
Where's Elise gone?
Bayern.
Fuck off, has he?
Yeah.
60 mil.
Weren't we sniffing around Elise?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
But if they keep Eze, and they've got that Wharton, haven't they, in the midfield, who
And
was really good.
Gahey
At the back. They've got a strong team, so put them ninth. And then I've gone for Bournemouth 10th. No real reason. Because we're starting to get into that
dead man's land.
Dead man's land where anything could...
If Bournemouth kick on, though, because Bournemouth played good football last season, if they kick on.
Too good to go down, not good enough to be in the top eight.
Yeah.
So that's it. So just to recap, I've gone Chelsea 5th, Spurs 6th, Newcastle 7th, Villa 8th, Palace 9th, and Bournemouth 10th.
Decent spread.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
And we're off.
So in 5th, I've got Spurs. 6th, I've got Villa.
You bum Villa though, don't you? You absolutely waxed lyrical about Villa last year. Are you doing the same this year?
They proved his point. He finished in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And I predicted they finish
Yeah.
5th and they finish 4th. So yeah, I've got a point.
Yeah. But why have you gone lower this time then?
Because of Champions League football.
I think it's going to have a knock-on effect.
I don't think the squad's deep
Bit of a
enough.
Newcastle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think they've got enough players to manage it. And I mean, Douglas Luiz is gone.
What was your... I mean, he was
Although they
injured.
signed quite well.
He was injured quite a lot on it, but that defender that you waxed lyrical about as well.
Pau Torres?
Yeah, how did you think his first season went?
He was injured a lot, but he came back. He looked all
Looked
right.
strong?
Yeah, he looked
Yeah.
all right. It's hard because with Mings out as well. Mings is probably their best defender.
Is he back this season? Because he
Yeah.
missed the whole season, didn't he?
He's far too injury prone though, in Mings, doesn't he? He off for quite a long time
He
usually.
had an ACL injury, didn't he?
Yeah, crucial.
From start
He was
last
off,
season.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if you put them two together, they've got a solid squad. They've got Martinez in goal, solid squad. If Watkins finds his feet again and scores goals, I think they'll be fine.
Cool.
Man United 7th, Chelsea 8th,
Okay.
Palace 9th, and West Ham 10th.
Oh, West Ham
West Ham
10.
creeping
I think
in.
West Ham will have a good season.
Interesting.
Yeah, they've signed really well.
Moyes
so far.
is gone, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's there now then? Who's gaffing now?
Lopetegui.
Okay, it's not
Is
bad.
he the old Wolves coach?
Yeah.
All Spain coach.
And former
isn't
Real Madrid coach.
he? Yeah.
I think they've signed well. They're spending some money. Spending
Okay.
a lot of money. So
Again, it's a solid. It's fairly solid, isn't it? From 5th to 10th.
I think you can throw a blanket from Newcastle down to Chelsea. Those 5.
Big blanket, that, mate.
Yeah.
All the way to London from
Yeah.
Newcastle, yeah. Huge.
But throw a blanket over them teams, and you know,
I mean, all the people in Newcastle are topless, aren't they? So they'll need that blanket to keep warm.
topless and tattooed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's pretty decent.
Yeah. Again, like you say, we'll go after this. Though we're going into that stage where it's just kind of like just throw anywhere you want.
I just don't think that there are some teams that just don't have enough. And Man United don't have enough. Chelsea don't have enough, even though they're spending hundreds and hundreds of millions of pounds again. I don't think Spurs have got enough. And yeah, don't do it for me.
Okay, so sort of agreeing with Christian a little bit. I've got Chelsea in 5th. I just think they've got too much to have 2 shocking seasons. I think they're all right. Villa in 6th, United in 7th. I don't think United will fucking do anything.
No,
so
I
I
don't.
think yours is a huge shout having them in 4th. But we'll see, won't we? Newcastle 8th. I've also got Palace in my top 10. I've got Palace in 9th.
like
I
Palace.
think they're
Same
a
as
good
me.
team.
Same as
And
me.
then I've gone for Wolves because Wolves were fantastic last
They
season.
were. And Gary O'Neill stayed, didn't he?
We all had them to go down, and they actually played some really good
Did
stuff.
a great job.
So I've got Wolves in 10th.
Good shout.
Just ruined the cookies.
Careful of the cookies, man.
Right.
The thing is with Wolves, and that's an interesting shout because we've all gone different teams. We've all put Palace 9th,
Yep.
and we've all gone different teams in 10th. You've gone Bournemouth, I've gone West
Yeah.
Ham, and you've gone Wolves. What do you think it is then? Because I think you've got some teams in the bottom half where you think, oh, they're decent.
I think some of it's a bit of
decent.
luck.
Yeah.
I think when you sort of finishing on that borderline of the top half and the bottom half of the table, I think some of it is luck around results. You might get a 1-0, a 2-1 away at somewhere where you're not expecting to get some results in. It's that surprising factor where a team just pulls out some performances you think actually they can play a bit of football. I think we're at this age now where we don't know a lot of the players. So we're judging teams on players that we don't know of, but actually they might be technically very good, very gifted.
I think we said before as well, like the first 5 games of the Premier League season, right? If a team takes 9 points out of 15 or 10 points out of 15, right?
Yeah.
Invariably, they'll go on to finish mid-table.
Yeah.
Because that's just what happens.
Yeah.
Like, they don't get embroiled down here. They don't push on up here. Like, so it's them teams in that middle.
Like you say, they're too good to go down and not good enough to push on. I'm surprised you didn't go with West Ham in a bit high because you like Kudus.
I like West Ham.
You like Bowen.
I like West Ham, but I think West Ham are the type of team who...
Oh shit!
Hey! Hey! Right, West Ham are the type of team who you watch them, you enjoy watching them play. You look at the table and they're 16th.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is happening?
How?
Yeah.
But then they've got a striker, have they? They've got Kudus and Bowen, and
Did you get Andy Carroll back?
I mean, the thing is, Lucas Paquetá, what's happening with him?
Don't know. What is happening with him?
We might be getting a 10-year ban.
10
Well,
years.
what's he done?
Match fixing.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I remember.
That's why he's not going to Man City.
Well, I remember last year.
Wow.
Do you remember he was on the verge of going to Man City, and then
Yeah.
this came out?
And
But
then
why
it-
is it taking so long for it to come to a
Because
decision?
they're getting all the evidence
Because
together.
he played all last season, didn't he?
They're getting all
As normal.
all the evidence together for it.
Okay. Interesting. Right, 11th to 17th then. So I've gone for West Ham 11th.
Yep.
I've gone for Everton 12th.
Yep. Oh, Everton to do quite well.
Yeah, Everton do quite well. But I did this last year, didn't I?
Yeah, but they got a points deduction, to be fair. They would have finished around there.
Yeah. Wolves 13th.
Yep.
And I've gone for Fulham 14th.
Oh, that's good.
And then to finish the last few places here, so 15, 16, 17, I've gone for Brighton, Southampton, Brentford.
Southampton.
Southampton.
Yeah.
So you've got Forest to go down
Yeah.
with Ipswich and Leicester.
So Southampton are the only Championship club staying up.
Yeah.
Why haven't I got Southampton in in my league at all?
Have you not? Well, have you got 20 teams?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see who you've got in yours.
Okay.
yeah, and that's staying in, by the way.
Yeah, that is definitely staying in.
So who's just staying up above the drop? 17th.
Brentford.
Okay. But I think Brentford are a good team.
Yeah, I do. Especially
Again,
if Ivan Toney stays as well.
There's very little logic between the 11. Actually, from 14th to 17th, there's very little logic.
There's
there.
very little logic in a lot of the things
In
you
general,
say.
yeah.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
general,
Well, there is
yeah,
that. Yeah, true. Yeah. So
Okay.
that might change a little bit, but I think naturally it's not often all 3 teams that come up, all 3 teams go down. I know that happened last year, but
One normally
scrapes through, and I think Southampton will, based on the fact that Leicester are likely to have a points deduction out
Do you
there.
think Southampton are better than Leicester and Leeds?
No, not necessarily.
Not Leeds.
Leeds.
That's what I've put in.
Oh, have you put
Instead
Leeds
of
in?
Southampton. I'll just flip them with
Yeah.
Southampton, yeah.
No, you won't. That's staying.
I don't think they're better than
He's
Leicester.
submitting now. That's it.
I don't think they're better than Leicester, but I don't know if this is happening or not, but in the back of my mind, I've got a thing where Leicester potentially getting a points deduction.
Yeah, the skin toss, aren't they?
potentially.
So I think that's what will take them down, because I don't think they'll be good enough to get enough points to survive a points deduction.
I
So
will survive. Oh, no. Oh, walk out the door. Just turn around now.
Go on.
Because you're not welcome anymore.
that was... Follow me, I'm delicious.
Anyway,
Follow me.
I'll
I'm
do-
delicious.
Yeah.
I'll do
So
I'll edit that out.
that's
No,
it.
keep it in.
Glorious.
I enjoyed it.
I may as well go through my
Glorious.
final...
Fan, great shout.
That is a great shout. So I may as well go through my bottom 3 then, like because you already alluded to it. So
Yeah, you've ruined his thunder.
yeah.
all right.
So I've gone for Forest 18th. So again, they may just creep into the out of relegation. They might not, but I put them there. Leicester 19th.
Yeah.
Because I think they'll be better than Ipswich even with a points deduction, and then Ipswich rock bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shout, yeah.
Are Ipswich going to be worse than Derby of 2008?
No.
You're not
I
think-
thought they played decent football in
Yeah,
the
they did.
Championship. And my only point of reference is I watched about half an hour. Because the championship football is fucking dregs.
They've got a good manager. Kieran McKenna, good manager.
Well, yeah, he was on the verge of going to United, wasn't he? At one
And
point?
Chelsea.
And Chelsea.
Yeah.
Or he was in the talks too.
So I've got 11th Brentford, 12th Fulham, 13th Wolves, 14th Bournemouth, 15th Brighton, 16th Everton, 17th Forest, and then Leicester, Ipswich, and Southampton bottom.
So a couple of
Southampton
interesting
bottom.
ones in there is you've got Brentford much higher than him.
Yeah.
He's got Brentford to just avoid the drop.
17th, yeah.
Yeah.
But then the other one that I picked up on, you've got Brighton very low.
Yep.
What position have you got them in?
15th.
I think I've got
Wow.
15th though.
Why? What's the decline? Because last season, season before they finished 6th.
Change the manager.
Yeah, De Zerbi gone.
They've got
Where's De Zerbi gone?
Marseille.
Marseille.
Is he?
They've got a.
That's shit, innit? That's a bit of a sideward step, innit?
Yeah.
Well, he left Brighton, didn't he? And I think he thought he might have got a decent job after the back of the day and got a bit of big bollocks, didn't he? And then he ended up. I'm just going to
but
Marseille.
now they've got a manager that's 31. A German manager that's 31. Whose biggest job was getting the team promoted from the German second division.
But if I remember rightly, didn't Brighton fall off a cliff a little bit towards the end of last season? Like their football
Yeah.
wasn't as good, and they didn't start picking up points like they was
Again,
before.
though, they had European football and the squad wasn't
Yeah.
that big, was it?
I'm really
So-
surprised that De Zerbi's only got a job at Marseille because he
Yeah.
was highly regarded the way his style of football and
Mason
stuff like
Greenwood's Marseille.
that. I know.
Yeah, he took him. He bought him, didn't he?
Yeah. But yeah, I've got Brentford 11th. I think
I like Brentford.
I like Brentford.
Have they kept Franks?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, very good.
Depends if Tony's been doing any betting over the summer.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised
there's that.
Tony ain't gone to Arsenal yet. I thought he would have gone to
I
Arsenal.
don't think he'll move, you know.
Do you not think he'll
no,
go?
I don't think he'll move. Who's going to pay the money that they want for him?
Yeah, he's English as well, so that bumps up 25 mil
Yeah.
just because he's
Who's
English.
going to pay 60, 70 million quid for him?
I thought Arsenal would.
Yeah, I
because
did.
Arsenal need a 9.
Yeah.
That's why they haven't won the title because you've got Jesus as your 9.
Yeah.
and he's not a 9.
Or Havertz, who's a makeshift.
I
man.
like Havertz,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's not a 9,
No.
is he? Mind you, we said this yesterday. How many out and true 9s is there in the world other than Haaland?
Watkins,
Exactly. You're scratching
Yeah.
around.
Alan Shearer.
Morata.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Lev Yashin.
Pele.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only other one that I'm a bit on the fence about is having Bournemouth 14th, but then any of that bottom half.
Yeah, they could fucking
And
go
any
either
of it
way.
from
Because it might be like 2 or 3 points in it from
Yeah.
11th to
Yeah.
17th.
any of it from really Crystal Palace down to
It's one result, isn't it?
Everton at 16th. I think you could.
Where have you got Palace?
I've got Palace 9th, and I think they'll finish
yeah.
there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool. Over to you, Chris, for the final bit.
Okay. So am I just going straight through 11th to 20th then?
Yeah.
each route.
All right. So 11th, I've got Brighton. 12th, Bournemouth. I've got Everton to finish quite well and finish 13th. West Ham 14th.
We've gone low for
that's
West Ham.
low,
That's surprising
that.
for you.
Yeah, I just like I said earlier, they play well. They're a team I want to watch, and then you look at the league table and you're like, why are you 17th? Like,
Yeah.
like you're a good team, but they do it every season. Brentford 15th. I've got Fulham to narrowly stay up
Yeah.
at 16th, and then randomly,
Leeds.
the team to stay up. I have got Leicester to stay up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got
Is that-
Leicester to scrape and stay up at 17th.
Did you take into account the fact they might get a points deduction? Do you think that'll be the same if they do get a points deduction?
Have I fucked this league up?
And you've got Forest, Leeds, and Ipswich. God.
I've got Forest 18th.
Right.
So yeah, I've got Forest 18th on the drop.
We've all got Forest low. I've got them 17th.
Yeah.
Forest 18th, Ipswich 19th, Southampton 20th instead of Leeds.
Do you know the
I'm
thing?
surprised you had Leeds that low though. If you thought they were in there, because I think they'd do better than that.
Do you know the thing with Forest though? Forest have actually got a decent team.
Yeah, no.
They've got Awani up front, Morgan
Elliot
Gibbs
Anderson.
White.
Yeah, but the thing is with Forest is they're continuing to spend
Yeah,
stupidly.
yeah, yeah.
So there's a points deduction coming.
Yeah.
I don't know how they balance the books.
Yeah.
Like, how are they balancing the books, these clubs
Yeah.
down at the bottom, spending 40 million on a player?
I can't understand how Chelsea continue to get away with it either.
I just don't know. There was something in the news the other day about, all these parent clubs that are set up where you're buying an absolute, amazing 16-year-old Brazilian kid.
sending
He's
him-
going off to Girona first, and then you're buying him for 700 grand.
Yeah.
Whereas he would have cost 30 million from Fluminense.
Yeah.
It's money laundering.
Well,
that's what it is, isn't
That's
it?
what Man City have done.
Yeah.
That's why they've all got this affiliate clubs, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Because they know they can do what they want.
Fix it out. Got some interesting selections there.
I think we've got some that are it'd be interesting to line up how many we've got the same, because I think there's a couple that we talked through where we think we've got teams in the same position, but then we've got some that are, like you say, where we've got wildly different ones.
I can think of from we've all got the top three the same.
Yeah.
And I can think of ours. I think we've all got Palace in 9th.
Yeah.
We've got Man United in 7th.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's a few
It's
similarities.
more the mid-table where we're a bit off with
Yeah.
each other. Like, I've got Brighton quite high, you've got Brighton low, like that type of
Yeah.
stuff. So it really, what'll decide the victor is that middle
Yeah,
bag.
absolutely.
Because if we get the top 3 wrong, we're all fucking wrong
No,
with the
yeah,
top
yeah.
3. So
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
you went very similar with your top 4 last season. I think your top 4 were exactly the same last season, weren't they, for you two?
I think it was pretty similar. Yeah,
Mine, I don't think I went Man United top 4 last season.
I didn't go Man United
No,
top four.
Chelsea.
none of us did.
Chelsea was top 4, wasn't it?
I had Chelsea second. I'd fucked it. I think you both went Chelsea fourth. I think.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
fourth,
I did,
yeah.
Yeah. So, look. So those are our Premier League predictions.
But what the fuck do we know?
Stay
We know
tuned.
fuck all.
Stay
fuck
tuned for our FPL teams that are coming soon. Again, we might even put a little forfeit on that as well.
Yeah, so we're not. So when our FPL one goes out, I think we're going to be 1 week into the season, and I think
Yeah.
that's the right thing to do because what happens after the first game week is everyone just fucking massively wants to change their team.
New signings coming last day deadline.
The other thing you've got as well is the issue you've got here is when there's a major tournament in the summer, there's people coming back late from
Yeah.
holiday,
Yeah.
so they don't start, and you're like, fuck, 6 of our
Yeah.
players are not starting because they're on the bench.
Yeah,
like, you've got Pep Roulette, so no one touches City.
Carnage, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it needs to settle down, but we'll show you our draft FPL teams in the next episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good.
Good.
Nice one. Cheers,
Over and
guys.
Episode in the books.
Keep
Cheers,
watching.
guys.
Peace.
Bye-bye.